I'm Shizuka Anderson, and welcome to Shibuyummy, your all-access pass to the tastiest corners of Shibuya, Tokyo. Today we're exploring the world of Japanese wagashi, traditional sweets that are handcrafted and absolutely delicious, but this time with a very modern twist. From seasonal creations to bold new interpretations, I'm going to discover how wagashi is being reinterpreted today. So if you're curious and hungry, make sure to stick around and learn a little bit more about wagashi today, because it's not just going to be yummy, it's Shibuyummy. Let's go. This way. I am here now in a place called Okushibu, which basically translates to deep Shibuya, and it's located in the further back pockets of Shibuya, about a 15-minute walk or so from the busy, bustling Shibuya crossing where I just was. And Okushibu offers a much more relaxed, even homier vibe because it is also a residential area, and you can find a lot of chic cafes and shops that just has a very relaxed and cool atmosphere is probably the best I can describe it. And today I'm checking out this little shop behind me here, which is called Kantan Na Yume, which the name of it is actually based on the title of a Chinese classical story, and it kind of loosely translates to the ephemeral dream, which is a very cool title, very cool name. And it is, believe it or not, it looks kind of like a cool bar, but it actually is a wagashi cafe that turns into a bar at nighttime, which I think is a really unique idea. And they offer both traditional and reimagined Japanese sweets. So why don't we go inside and see what it's all about? Wow.
こんにちは。中どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。Wow, what a beautiful cafe. すごい美味しそうですね。
よかったら中ご覧ください。
These are beautiful. These are all handcrafted, hand-designed nerikiri wagashi at the top, and a few really original traditional sweets. And this one really stands out to me because it is a lemon cheese flavor. I've never seen this combination in a traditional Japanese sweet before. And this one is a yokan, but it's actually pistachio flavor. Really unique. So many different flavors. And even here we have a cat-shaped monaka. All right, there's so much to choose from. I think I'm gonna order several different wagashis today and some drinks, and I'll see you guys upstairs to enjoy. はい、じゃあいくつかセットでお願いします。All right, so now I have my traditional goodies. Everything looks incredible. I'm really thirsty, so I'm just gonna start with a sip of the green tea. That's gotta be the sound of summer. I love that. Okay, cheers, kanpai. Oh, that is so refreshing. It has very grassy notes, but it's not too bitter. I think it's well balanced to be really refreshing. It hits the spot on a hot day, my goodness. Why don't we also start with the nerikiri? Wow, this is beautiful. It actually has, not only is the design on the exterior gorgeous, it also has some layers of color on the inside and even some filling, which I'm gonna assume is the lemon cheese filling. Not all nerikiri are filled, by the way, so this is a very unique take on a nerikiri. Let's give this a try. Itadakimasu. Wow, I've never had a nerikiri like this before. I can confidently say. Nerikiri often taste quite strongly of like white bean paste, shiroan. So it's got a little bit of like a starchy kind of bean texture. And normally that kind of bean paste flavor is at the forefront. In this case, you get a little bit of that gentle white bean paste flavor, and then you get this really modern, almost cheesecake flavor. It tastes like a lemon cheesecake. Very refreshing, delicious. The texture is so soft. Next, I really want to try this sesame butter sandwich. It's definitely like a modern twist on a Japanese dessert. Ooh, I really enjoy this as well. It's very interesting. You don't really know what's happening because at first you get this red bean flavor and then it's covered up by this roasted black sesame flavor. So you get this like warm, roasted, very aromatic taste, and it's really just a wonderful combination with the red bean paste being really creamy thanks to the butter. It's a very unique wagashi. This feels very fancy. It's a matcha latte in a martini glass. I have not done this before. This looks wonderful. Apparently it has some aged rum in it and coconut. So it's also a little bit of a unique twist on a matcha latte as well. Let's give it a try. Cheers, kanpai, clink. Here we go. Instantly sweet, like rummy, coconutty flavors come through. It's very enjoyable. But of course, you can taste that matcha flavor as well, and there's some matcha powder on top. So the matcha is not left out. Very smooth and easy to drink. Yeah, it is a grown-up take on a matcha latte. Wonderful. This is very tasty, and I dare say, Shibuyummy. Next, I'd like to try this adorable wafer that's shaped like a cat. So monakas are, as I mentioned, a very light, airy, traditional wafer that's used in a lot of wagashi sweets. They'll often be different shapes, like momiji leaves, different shapes, but I've never seen a cat. So this is a more modern twist, and apparently it has cacao and hojicha green tea on the inside. Maybe let me do a sneak peek. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Open up the kitty. Oh, so it's a hojicha cacao red bean paste, I think is what it is. It's really too cute to eat, but you know, we're gonna have to do it. So hello, kitty, and goodbye, kitty. Oh, that is really new. First flavor you get is kind of like a red bean paste flavor, and the texture is like a red bean paste. And then you get the cacao notes, and then a little bit of that. I think you have to think about it a little bit more, but if you think about it enough, you can notice some of this roasted flavor from the roasted green tea. But I'd say the cacao stands out quite a lot to me. The wafer, by the way, it's not as crispy and crunchy as you would expect it to be like. It's actually quite soft and very airy. So yeah, it's a very unique texture that you would only find in traditional Japanese wagashi. But it's really good. I love this twist on it. That's a flavor combo I would do again. Thanks, kitty. Thank you. That's so good. So all of these Japanese sweets tend to get a bit rich, and the texture is quite thick and heavy. So if you get a little bit sweeted out, is what I call it, like when you've had too many sweets, or you want a bit of a palate cleanser, they have this salted kombu, which is a type of dried seaweed, and it's salted. Let's try the salted kombu. Here we go. Oh, that's very salty. And very tough, with a lot of umami flavor. That's what kombu is known for. But I would say it makes for a very nice palate cleanser. Okay. Actually, it adds a lot of umami. I'd say take some kombu and then have a sip of your tea. So next I'm gonna try the yokan. So we have a pistachio yokan and the sriracha yokan. Let's start with the pistachio. I'm really, really curious about this. So I'll slice it through. So with Japanese wagashi, it's very common to see red bean flavors or green tea flavors. This looks like a green tea dessert, but it's pistachio. And that's one flavor that is very rare to see in the wagashi world, I would say. So let's see how it combines. Here we go. The nutty pistachio flavors, I think, are very harmonious with the kind of that like starchy, thicker flavor that you get from red bean, if that makes sense. It combines very well because Japanese desserts often use things like nutty, things like kinako, roasted soybeans, or even black sesame as we tried earlier. So this is reminiscent of all of that. And the texture, I should mention, so it's combined with agar is what yokan is. So it's got a little bit of a jelly-like texture, but firmer and slightly cake-like. It's a mix between a jelly and a cake, is what I would like to say. This is beautiful. It's very clear, summery colors. And since sudachi is the Japanese citrus fruit, you can see, I think, what appears to be the sudachi zest. I think that's what the little flecks are. So this is the seasonal menu item, so it's not here all the time, while the other ones are always here. So let's see what their seasonal one tastes like. Here you go. It looks summery and it tastes summery. It has a very distinct, citrusy, refreshing flavor. And the texture is almost a little bit more jelly-like than the pistachio one. Like a summer jello. このカフェについてなんですけれども、和菓子のカフェプラスバーっていうのがすごい珍しいと思うんですけど、なぜこのようなコンセプトができたんですか？
和菓子を日常で、カジュアルに取り入れてほしいっていう思いがあって、あんまり和菓子屋さん朝昼空いてて日曜日が定休日とかがすごい多いので、夜も楽しめるように。あとはレモンチーズの定番の練り切りがワインとかもすごく合うので、そういうシーンでも楽しんでいただけたらなっていうので、お昼も夜も開けてます。
ほうじ茶とカカオだったりピスタチオだったり、そういうアイディアってどうやって思いつくんですか？
あんまり和菓子を食べてとかっていうよりも、例えばフレンチだったりとか、あとお花見てとか、なんか散歩全然関連好きはしないんですけど、そうですね。結構お茶以外に例えばコーヒーと合わせたいとか、じゃあこのドリンクに合うようにとかを基準に考えたり。なので洋の要素もすごく多いと思います。
So, since everything here was very Shibuyummy, I would like to give her this Shibuyummy sticker. イエーイ、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
はい、すごく美味しかったです。Shibuyummy ありがとうございます。
私にとって渋谷とは移り変わりがすごい激しい街ではあるんですけど、奥渋の方は結構人の交流もあって、なんか温かみがある街だなと思います。
Well, that wraps up our episode of Shibuyummy today here in beautiful Okushibu, which between you and me is probably one of my favorite parts of Shibuya in general. And I'm really happy to have discovered today this wonderful Wagashi cafe and bar. The cafe and bar part of it, I think, is really innovative, and it does just kind of bring Wagashi into a more modern light. I've never seen anybody serve Wagashi at a bar before, even a cafe really. It might have to be a more very traditional, like someplace that feels a little bit too formal sometimes. Whereas this is a very casual setting, and I think that just makes it easier for young people to pop in, maybe even travelers who've never had Wagashi before. This would be a very easily accessible atmosphere. Definitely check it out if you're in Okushibu. Enjoy some Zen vibes. And yeah, maybe enjoy some cocktails with your Wagashi. Why not? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Shibuyummy today. If you did, don't forget to give us a like, leave us a comment, let me know if you guys have ever tried Wagashi before, and which Wagashi I tried today that you're most intrigued about trying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to keep on searching for all things Shibuyummy. Bye! ちょいでもあの状態怪物妖怪変えてもあの状態